Hello, Princess on a Pillow here. I am here to do a review slash recap with my opinion on Married at First Sight, Season 15, Episode 4, titled Son, and Spouses. Okay, I'm going to give some warnings. I am only going to talk about things I found interesting. I'm not going to go tit for tat for tit for tat. I'm only going to talk about things I thought was interesting. And warning number 2, I may embellish a bit or exaggerate some things, but it's okay. It's okay. It's only my opinion. My opinions don't even count. So don't worry about it. It's only one person's opinion. With that being said, let's get started. Okay, first couple is Mitch and Kristen. We see Kristen and Mitch in their cheesy hotel. I don't like I don't like their hotels. Their hotels are cheesy. I watch Married at First Sight Australia, and they stay in fabulous hotels. They go on fabulous honeymoons, and the people are ratchet. They switch up spouses. It's it's so much better than the English version. So much better. They are really entertaining. Anyway, Kristen and Mitch, they're in their little cheesy hotel room. And Kristen is nervous. She's rumbling through her suitcase and rambling about how unsexy her PJs are. And poor, horrible Mitch is thinking, I have a hot mess for a wife. Because that's what I'm thinking. You have a hot mess for a wife. So they get ready for bed, and Mitch he is not attracted to her at all. He's not. He just doesn't seem attracted to her to me. The next morning, they have breakfast in bed and discuss him not liking white sauce. Anyway, next scene, Mitch meet up with Kristen's friends and mother. Now, last episode, when Kristen's mother came out and Mitch turned to the officiant and said, "Is that my wife? Is that my wife?" As far as I'm concerned, he was horrified that may be his wife. But I watched these 2 YouTubers, and they think that he was enamored by the mother. I don't think he was enamored. He looked horrified to me, and I'm gonna stick by that. So Kristen's mother asked him a dumb question. She said, "What are your intentions with my daughter?" What are you talking about? We're married. We're husband and wife. We're gonna try to make it work. But Mitch gave a great answer. He said his intentions is to give her 100% of the best version of him and make her happy. That's a good answer. Oh, Mitch. Even though Mitch is horrible, out of all the husbands, I think I like him the best. They told him that they liked his answer, and the mother told him not to ever lie to Kristen. They told him that she is not a diva, and then Mitch said, "You guys said she was bougie. How come you tell me she's bougie and now you're telling me something totally different?" So Kristen meet up with Mitch's mother, brother, and sister-in-law. Let me see. Okay. The producer told them to ask, "What are your intentions with Mitch?" Same question Kristen's parents people asked Mitch. So Kristen really didn't answer the question. She just basically told them that she has been dating since college and she can't find a man. That's basically what she told them. Then she throws it back to them and asks them a question. And I like that. She should be asking them questions. They shouldn't be interrogating her. I don't have nobody interrogating me. Not happening. So Mitch's brother told her that Mitch is a rebel and he does his own thing. But we all know that already. Mitch's sister-in-law told Kristen that her and Mitch butted heads for a while. She said Mitch may say hurtful things when his pride gets in the way, and we know that. The mother said that Mitch is honest, and sometimes he can be brutally honest. I think we know that too. But I think I like that in men. I like when a man is brutally honest. That way you know exactly what he's thinking. You don't have to guess. You know, he's going to speak his mind. The brother told her that he is worried that Mitch will piss her off and she will say, F this guy. And then they all start to laugh. But I don't find that funny. That is not a laughing matter. Laugh now, cry later. The sister-in-law said Mitch can be a jerk sometimes. The sister-in-law does not like Mitch. She don't like no Mitch. But they really shouldn't tell her these horrible things about him. But I can't wait to see what will happen with Mitch. I cannot wait to see what will happen. But Kristen is sitting there. She ain't saying a word. I think Kristen is scared. The next scene, Kristen goes back to the room where Mitch is, and she tells him that his people called him a rebel. I don't even think he commented on that. Anyway, they get their basket with gifts, and Mitch does not. They have these poppers, and Mitch doesn't want to pop the poppers because it's an environmental waste hazard or something. And Kristen is disappointed that he didn't want to pop the poppers. Then Mitch is not enthusiastic about putting on these t-shirts. One's, I guess, says wifey, and his says hubby, and he doesn't want to put it on, but he put it on anyway because Kristen wanted him to, so he put it on. But Mitch is starting to be a pain in my arse. He is. Why don't you want to put on the damn t-shirt? And why don't you want to pop the poppers? Just pop the poppers. I think Kristen should divorce Mitch and avoid being tortured by Mitch. That's what I think should happen right here, right now. Next couple, Lindy and Miguel. Miguel and Lindy are in their cheesy hotel room getting ready for bed. And Lindy is unorganized and she's all over the place. Miguel said in a voiceover that it's a red flag, but he's not turned off yet. Lindy's sleepwear is hideous. She's wearing some kind of striped shorts and this sweater furry top. I guess she's cold, but I don't know. She looks hideous. Okay? Next morning, they have breakfast in bed, and Lindy is boring the hell out of Miguel. She's rumbling on about her snacks for traveling. Next, Miguel meet up with Lindy's mother and friend. Miguel asks them what can he expect from Lindy. Miguel, I can tell you what you can expect from Lindy. Boredom. And I think he already knows that. Thank goodness he has Dungeon and Dragon to escape to. The brother told Miguel that Lindy is very quick to take things personally. That's me. I'm like that. I take things personally. Quick. The brother told Miguel that Lindy may lash out at him. Oh. Whoa, Lindsay, you better calm down. Calm down, Lindy. Don't lash out on him. Just go off somewhere and calm yourself down. Don't be lashing off at people. Let's go cool off somewhere. But Lindy's personality sounds like a combination of Justin's personality and a combination of Mitch's personality. So the mother and brother basically told Miguel not to have sex with Lindy until they get to know each other. But I think that's none of their damn business. Lindy and Miguel should have sex whenever the hell they feel like it. They're married. It's their bodies. It's their life. Mind your business. Anyway, the brother is irritating me with his 50 million questions. He asked Miguel why his relationships didn't work out. Miguel said because they cheated on him, the women cheated on him, and others just wasn't for him. The brother basically said to the camera that Miguel being 35 years old and still single means something is wrong with him. No, brother, something's wrong with you. You're clueless. Miguel has been dating and he's not been able to find someone to marry. Why is that so shocking? He's only 35 years old. I hope this is the last time we see this brother. Don't give him any more camera time. It's a wrap for him. So Lindy meet up with Miguel's friends and sister. And the stupid sister asked a stupid question. Well, no, it wasn't even a question. It was a statement. And she expected Lindy to respond to it. She said, he's a Cancer and you're a Gemini. Your signs are not compatible. And not everybody believes in astrology. I wouldn't know how to respond to that question without hurting the sister's feelings. I wouldn't. But Lindy, she did her thing. She said, I'll research it. Declined this. I had a message. So I declined it. Yeah, Lindy did her thing. She said, I'll research it. I like that, Lindy. I like that answer. I'm glad she didn't fall for that damn woman's bullshit. Don't fall in that trap to try to start explaining your stuff and get all caught up. No. She told her, I'll Google it. Bitch. No, she didn't say all that, but then the sister said, Miguel is a hopeless romantic. Why do people say hopeless romantic? What does hopeless romantic mean? Why didn't you just say he's very romantic? Hopeless seemed to me like he's over the top romantic. But we didn't see any of that from Miguel. All we saw that Miguel wrote this stale poem and he recited it, and it was dry and it was just stale. It wasn't no romantic poem. He probably thought it was. It was a boring old stale poem. I can't wait to see how much of a hopeless romantic he is. I can't wait to see that. Hopelessly romantic. I don't know why people say that. Just say he's very romantic. But I think we need tape for that sister's mouth. She asked Lindy about her finances. Now, what if Lindsay was to say, I'm broke and I'm living out of my car? What? What then? What? He chose to marry at first sight, so he got to take what he get. Okay? That's how I see that. So what if she broke? Why ask her about her finances? That doesn't make sense to me. But that damn Lindsay, I'm on her side, and this is what she says. I have a whole bunch of student loans. Why tell them that, Lindy? Why do that? Then the sister told Lindy that that's not a deal breaker. Then if it's not a deal breaker, what the hell are you asking her about her finances for? Oh, yeah, you know what? I can't with these people. No more camera time for that sister. But then Lindy tells them that she barely works. She says she barely works because she wants to enjoy her life. Lindy sounds like Steve from last season. So this is what we now know about Lindy. Lindy is sensitive like Justin. She will lash out like Mitch. Alexis said she talked too much, and we saw that, how much she talks. She doesn't know how to dance. She told us that at the reception. She has a mindset regarding work like Steve does. So that's what we know about Lindy. Let me tell you, Lindy's going to get on my last nerve this season. She really is. So Lindy goes back to the room and tells Miguel that she has student loans that she needs to pay. Miguel told the camera that he is nobody's sugar daddy and she better pay her student loans back in a timely manner or it's a game changer. I bet if Lindy was gorgeous and he fell head over heels in love with her, he would pay her student loans so quick, so fast, with a smile on his face. I bet you. Then Lindsay is just talking and talking about her student loans, and she's talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. That's the end of Lindy and Miguel. Next up is Tasha and Nate. We see Nate and Tasha in their cheesy hotel room getting ready for bed. It looked like Tasha took a shower. Thank you, Tasha. I don't think anybody else took a shower. Also, her sleeper is not frumpy. It looked like some little lace top and, I guess, bottom to match. So they get into bed and talk and caress and kiss. Next morning, they have breakfast in bed and talk about their insecurities. Next scene, Tasha meet up with Nate's father and friend. And I really hate it when they meet up with the family and friends. I really hate it. The conversation is always dumb. Nate's friend asks Tasha, what does Nate don't know what Nate doesn't know about her. Tell us what Nate doesn't know about you, which is stupid. He just met her. He doesn't know anything about her. Dumb question. Tasha said she is a workaholic and she is stubborn. Then the friend asked another dumb question. He says, so what's going to happen when you have kids? They just met the day before. Why are you talking about kids? We don't even know if they're going to make it. Why are you talking about kids? Anyway, if they have kids, when you have kids, your lifestyle changes. If she works 20 hours a, well, what's she say, 15, I think she said she works 15 hours a day. If she works 15 hours a day and then she has kids, she can't work 15 hours a day. So her lifestyle is going to change when she have kids. Quit asking dumb questions. We're nowhere near kids yet. They just met the day before. What are you talking about kids for? I can't deal with the dumb questions. The father told her not to break Nick's heart. Well, father, heartbreaks come and heartbreaks go. Okay? Nick is a grown-ass man. I'm pretty sure he's broken many hearts. AKA Megan. So Nate meets up with Tasha's friends and mother. One of the friends asks an inappropriate question. She wants to know what's up with the freak in the sheets comment. And Nate did not answer the question. He answered another question. The mother asked the same question. What does Tasha know about you? I guess this is the question the producers tell them to ask. But I'm proud of Nate. He told them about his bankruptcy and about his debts. Then he got very emotional when he's talking about his parents. In last review, I said that Nate looked Asian. And lo and behold, his mother is, she's Korean. And then he said his father was in the military. And that's what usually happens. I was in the military too. And that's what happens. Guys go over to Germany. They go over to Japan. They go over to all these different countries. And they hook up with these women. Sometimes they marry them, bring them back to the States. Sometimes they just hook up for a one-night stand, have babies, whatever. And that was what usually happens when a guy, it's usually the men. When the military men go overseas, they usually hook up with a foreign female, either marry them or have kids with them. It usually happens a lot. So he is a victim. I shouldn't say victim. I shouldn't say that. That's not nice. He is a product of his dad being a military man and being stationed in Korea, meeting Nate's mom and hooking up. I don't know if they got married or not, but Nate said his mom was not in his life. And he told a little example of one, I think he saw her when she was 10 and she acted like she didn't even want to know him or something like that. That's sad. That's really, really sad. But that's his part of the story. Maybe there's another part of the story. So I don't like to listen to stories like that. Well, what's going on here? Yeah, there's, different sides to different stories. He was 10 when he saw his mom, so we don't know why she acted that way. Maybe she has her reasons, and we don't know if that it actually happened that way. That's how he remembered it happening, but we don't actually know if that's the way it actually happened. Anywho, but you know what? We can say that his mother not being a part of his life is the reason he had no respect for that stripper as a human being. And we can also say that since he showed us some emotion, maybe people will start liking him now. That's a possibility. Because people didn't like the way he treated that stripper one bit. But here's my opinion of Nate. I hate Nate's haircut. I hate that hairstyle. It's got to go. I don't like it. I hate the way he treated that stripper. I didn't like the age range 27 to 34. He didn't want anybody. What's wrong with a woman a year or two older than you? He wanted someone that young, 27, and he's 34. I didn't like that. I didn't like his age range. I didn't like the freak in the sheets comment. Now, if he's a freak in the sheets, the only people that should know this is the people he has slept with. But his friends know. So his friends knowing that he's a freak in the sheet tells me that he's a braggart. That he goes and brags to his friends. Yeah, man, I did this to her. I did that to her. And we did this. And that means he goes and brags to his friends about his sexual escapades. Just like at the wedding when he said if Tasha gets boring in bed, he'll put her in the position he wants to put her in. He tells about his sexual escapades. So Tasha better be careful. He's going to go back and tell his friends exactly everything they did. That's the person he is. And all of these things that I listed, they're all from being immature. They're all from just being immature. Anywho, next scene, Nate goes back and tells Tasha that he cried when talking to her people, and she liked the fact that he cried. And then they receive a basket with gifts and a letter letting them know where they'll be going for their honeymoon. Next up is Alexis and Justin. We see Justin and Alexis in bed, just waking up. Then we see Justin talking to the camera without a shirt. Justin, please, please, please be fully clothed the next time you come in front of the camera. Please. But they're being pretty playful with each other. They seem like the only couple that actually like each other. But I don't think it's going to last. Next scene, Alexis meet up with Justin's mother and friend. And Alexis is so crass. The mother asked her how was her night. She said, don't worry, your son is still celibate. 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 I think that's why they casted her this season, because of her uncouth behavior. She asked the mother what happened with Justin's broken engagement. That's something you need to ask Justin. But I'm glad the mother did not go into any details with her. All the mother basically said was the girl went wedding shopping and then the next day she canceled. I guess Justin couldn't afford the wedding dress. I would like to know what Justin and Alexis do for a living. I don't think we'll ever tell us. I don't think they will ever tell us. And this is the first time they're not telling us. I'm not getting a message. This is the first time they're not telling us what everybody does for a living. I guess they're leaving it up to them. You can say what you do for a living if you want to. I want to know what these people do for a living. I want to know. Look at my ear. What? Yeah. Stop. Oi. Okay. Where was I? Anyway, the friend asks Alexis if she have ever been engaged. And all she had to say is, no, I've never been engaged. But she wants everybody to know what a catch she truly is. So she mentioned again for the upteenth time that she was proposed to 3 times. I think it's her claim to fame. It's her pride and joy, because whenever she tells the story, she has a smile on her face from ear to ear. But the mother was not impressed. She was not impressed. The mother asked Alexis what went wrong. And then Alexis surprised me. She said she had high expectations and she was selfish. And I can relate to that. I can definitely relate to that. The mother told her that Justin can be a bit sensitive. His friends had said that. One of his friends had told Alexis that Justin can be sensitive. And now the mother is saying it. But then Alexis said, she told him that she can deal with sensitive. But she doesn't even know what level of sensitivity he is. Me, I am very sensitive. And when my feelings are hurt, I don't want to see you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to hear you. Matter of fact, get off of my planet. There's a whole bunch of planets out there. Go find a planet. Get off of my planet. So Justin meet up with Alexis' sisters. One sister asked him, how does he deal with anger? Justin said he is sensitive and he will cry. That's what I heard him say. I don't know what anybody else heard, but that's what I heard. Another sister asked Justin, how would he go about getting what he wants? Justin said he's a giving person, but he refused to give if he's getting nothing back. And I agree with that. I am not for no one-sided relationship. So the next scene, Alexis got her hair braided. And I like the fact that she got her hair braided. I just don't like how long the braids are. You know, why the braids got to be so long? You know? Her and Justin are in the hotel room and they get a package with a letter and gifts. And it tells them where they're going for their honeymoon. So we see a small little clip of Ben. He shows us that he took a home COVID test and it came up negative. And then we saw a little clip of Morgan, and she's happy that now she knows her husband to be is negative for COVID, and they're gonna go ahead with her marriage pretty soon. I think it was like maybe 2 days before the wedding. Okay, so next, all the couples, except for Ben and Morgan, of course, go to the airport, get on the plane, go to their honeymoon in Mexico. They get to Mexico, and they're all sitting around, hanging out, talking, reconnecting, talking about their actual wedding, catching up. And Mitch told the group how he thought that Kristen's mother was his wife when she first came out. Alexis tells the group that her and Justin matched on the dating site Hinge. Nate and Tasha tells the group that because they buy the same toothpaste, they are compatible. Lindy and Miguel told the group how comfortable they are with each other. Miguel shocked me by saying that he made a move on Lindy and she turned him down. Why would he make a move on her? He's not attracted to her. He don't like her like that. What are you doing? Stop it, Miguel. But I'm glad Lindy turned him down. Lindy keep turning him down until he paid him student loans. Crass Alexis tells the group that Justin has been celibate for a year and a half. It's official. I don't like any of these people, and they all get on my nerves. And I don't think any of these couples will make it. None of them are going to make it. But we're going to ride this bus all the way till the wheels fall off. Is what we're going to do. That just means I'm going to watch the entire season. That's all that means. Mitch told the camera that he has been celibate too, basically because nobody wants him. And he said a year and a half also. He said he's out of practice. He said he doesn't feel confident to be able to please a woman. Oh, poor Mitch. Mitch is brutal young, isn't he? Why would you say that, Mitch? Why would you say it? Man, Mitch, he needs a sex therapist to come tell him what to do. Talk to him. Basically tell him what he needs to do. I guess I don't know. So Alexis crassness is rubbing off on Justin. Justin tells the group about his morning erection and how turned on he gets when Alexis touches him. Justin, you have her rubbing off on you, man. Don't allow that to happen. Don't allow that to happen. Why? Next, we see them all in their hotel room, and the rooms are quite nice. Nate is jumping around and acting like he has never been anywhere nice before. Mitch put on his complimentary robe, and he seems to like it. He doesn't have a problem putting on the robe. I guess he doesn't like a title because the shirt and t-shirt said husband. He doesn't like the fact that it gave him a title, I guess. I don't know what his problem is. Mitch tells Kristen that he is guarded, but he's feeling more comfortable. Kristen tells him that every day she wants to see progression from him. Nate says he wants to have sex on the honeymoon, and then him and Tasha take a shower together. And I can't believe they allowed the camera that up close and personal with them while they were in the shower. All right, so now back in San Diego, it's time for Ben and Morgan's wedding. I want to call her Megan and Morgan's wedding. We see Ben in his hotel room with his brother and groomsmen. He gets dressed in his skinny leg pants, no socks, and slippers like shoes, which I don't like. I like the traditional look. Anyway, Ben goes to meet his mother and gives her flowers. He tells his mother, if you don't like her, tell me. Maybe we can get her to change. All right, he didn't say the last part, but he said, if you don't like her, tell me and we can work it out or some nonsense. Anyway, he takes his butt down the aisle to the altar. Okay, we see Morgan. Morgan is in the hotel room with her bridesmaids and maid of honor, and they're chit-chatting. Megan said she is going to walk herself down the aisle. She said she didn't technically tell her father. She said he's not involved in her life. But she's getting her hair and makeup done. Her makeup looks good. And then the mother shows up. She gets her little gift from Ben. And in the gift bag, it's the Pastor Cal's book. And she got her engagement ring. She put the engagement ring on and she likes it. Megan walks down the aisle all by herself. And she's not walking elegant at all. She's walking down the aisle. She's stomping when she walks down the aisle. I don't know what the hell. And she doesn't look like she's wearing nice shoes. She looks like she's wearing sneakers or clogs. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know. Anyway, when she gets down to the aisle, she introduced herself to Ben. He introduced himself to her. And already, let's keep calling her Megan or Morgan. Morgan is being demanding. She says, give me a hug. What's your name? Hold my hand. I ain't like that. Anyway, the officiant reads stuff about Ben. He's loving. He's dedicated. He's sincere. He has a master's degree in engineering. He can't grow facial hair. He works out 5 times a day. He's a mama's boy. Then the officiant reads stuff about Morgan. She's a lover. She's a fighter. She has friends and family and a cat that she loves. She likes things her way. She's a nurse. She's passionate. She plays video games. She does Muay Thai and kickboxing. Then Morgan reads her vows. Ben said his Morgan reads her vows and Ben says his vows. I guess he memorized it. He wrote it down, but he memorized it also. In his vows, he told her that he would trust her with his credit card. I think he'll probably give her a credit card that has only $100 on it, and he'll keep the credit card with the big bucks hidden somewhere. That's what I think he'll do. If he's so much of a tightwad, that's probably what he would do, right? They said their I do's. They exchanged rings. The officiant pronounced them married. They kiss. Then they walked down the aisle hand in hand. I teared up a little bit. I love a wedding and they look good together. So they go off by themselves to drink champagne and chit chat. Morgan tells the camera that she is happy. She said Ben is cute and she finds him attractive. They're standing there talking to each other, and they talked about her tattoo. They talked about going to Japan as a second honeymoon. He talked about quitting his job and being financially free. They talked about her cat, and they talked about kids. He told her he's an engineer, but he doesn't like it, so he does personal training. Morgan tells him that she weightlifts 4 times a week. I don't see it. Her arms have absolutely no definition. Her body has no definition whatsoever. I don't think she lifts no weight 4 times a week. I don't think she lifts weight 1 time a week. She told him that she could punch him, kick him, and throw him to the ground. Ben said, "Who, me?" She goes, "Yes, you." Ben is looking at her like, this bitch is crazy. But Ben tells the camera that Morgan is super pretty and there's chemistry there. And that's the end of Morgan and Ben. This is the end of my review. I'll be back next week with another review. Princess on a Pillow here. Thank you so very much for watching. Bye.